A Square Podcast, your boy DJ A-Ron alongside my good buddy, my brother,
Pop, pop, pop. Cornbread, what up, baby?
Corn Breezy. What's going on, dog? How are you?
I'm good, man. How you, man? Busy
Man,
weekend? It's
I took
holiday weekend, man. What's up?
it is. I took the weekend off this
Okay.
time. I think
Fancy.
you and I had a conversation a while ago about doing stuff for money versus like family time and doing stuff that you just enjoy.
Correct. I said, when you're older and you have that money and you can afford to lose money, you start making better decisions because you're not doing something for money. You're
Right.
doing it to make you happy. Like you said, spending time alone, spending time with your family, whatever it is. Yeah, you make those type of decisions.
So I still have no money, but but I said this time I'm gonna spend time with my family because I wanted to put myself around some people who own their own business or in different positions to where they can help me grow. And I know I have some family in Fort Wayne that's like that. So we all got together and literally like everybody except for Nate. But don't say look
Who's
we
made for the people, man?
we
Who's
not
made for the people, man.
we not even gonna go there. We not even gonna go there. My cousin Nate ain't going nowhere, bro. He's not going. He's not going. So we're all there and we're having so like I said, I took the weekend off, spent it with them. I got a lot of valuable information from my cousin George, who is the head of housing authority of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And he's also over, I believe, 8 other states too. So we had a long conversation in regards to business and information on how to maneuver, how to do things. And
Anything you can share or what? What are we talking about, man?
yeah. I mean, he was just explaining to me in more details about what's your biggest fear in business? We talked about that. So it's like one of the things for me was letting people down. I never want to ever let my people down. My family who's invested in me, my friends who's been there by my side, my wife, my son, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to let anybody down. And he was like, that's good. That's good. But every failure is actually the opportunity that you needed to grow, because you don't know about a lot of things when you're starting out with business. So you have to accept those failures and learn how to grow from them. So
Right. Yeah. I don't even say failures. I just say their experiences.
just experiences. Yeah. So every time is just a learning experience. So it was just good to be around people like that. And just him explaining to me about the other businesses that he had. Hell, I didn't even know that I knew he did the cell phone thing for a while. And I knew that, but I didn't know that he had like a entertainment company. I didn't know that. I knew he ran a club before, but it was other businesses that he had in the past. And he was just expressing to me about things that he learned. And then that just kind of made me feel so good. So, man, when I got back home, I hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like I was emailing everybody. I was setting other things up, and I was writing a bunch of things down for businesses that I want to do in the future. Ideas that I have that I know that I want to do. I'm putting those things on paper now. So
You have to surround yourself around those people, man, who motivate you, who set new goals, who are the goals in your eyes. If you're the goal and people are sitting around you, then you ain't gonna grow.
absolutely.
You
So
gotta put yourself around them.
it felt real good, man. And then after being followed for 25 miles by a sheriff,
Mm.
that was speeding up and then slowing down and speeding up and then slowing down. And then once we hit 74, he pulled off to the shoulder of the road and turned around. So, for those of you who don't know, Indiana's cool. If you're going to Indianapolis, you're good. But if you take a shorter route and go through small towns, they're very, very, very conservative. Like extremely, extremely conservative. So you can have some experience if you will.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
So, but yeah, man, how was your week?
It was good, man. Good holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Day to all those people out there, especially people who served our country to make sure that we have a free state, as you will. Um, had the family come in town, man. My pops came in town with his kids and his wife and stuff, and then me and my son, my girl, everybody was out, man. So it was good. Went to the water park, Six Flags, man. It was hot, hot as hell, and it was. I was my son has no fear, man. So he thinks he can swim in the ocean. Even though he don't have a life jacket, he can't swim, but in his mind he can, and I instill that in his mind that he can. So I got to work on that. But I'm standing next to this other guy, older gentleman, and he's cursing his kid out, boy, cursing him out.
Really?
His son's about 4. I think his son's about 4. Scared of the water, bro. So I'm laughing because the guy's like, man, ain't this a goddamn bitch? Every time I come home, you in the shower or in the bathtub for an hour and a half. You spilling the water all over the kitchen, in the sink, in the bathroom.
Oh,
I got neighbors.
man.
I got neighbors yelling at me because they roof is leaking again from you being around water. And then now we come to the water park, and now you're afraid of water. So I'm sitting there dying, bro. He was hot. He said, matter of fact, where your mom at? We going home. I'm gonna try to get a refund. I started.
Oh, no.
Yeah, his kid was scared, boy. So that was funny, man. Just funny to watch it, but it was good, man. A lot of people out. Hopefully, everybody was safe, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I was small, I like think about that. Like the persona of black people is that we can't swim. You know what I'm saying, or that we don't like to swim or whatever, right?
Right.
So, I never had that problem because all my friends that I had at my apartment complex, living with my mom, they were just always in the pool. You know what I'm saying? So I just started jumping in. I just held my nose and started jumping in, bro. Like,
Right. I
taught myself how to do it. And then the fact that everybody kept making jokes about, you know what I'm saying, oh, black people don't swim, I think that made me be like, oh, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, some of it was built in of taking the water from the communities and stuff like that. From like the 80s, 70s, 80s. So obviously, black people weren't allowed to swim, but then shit, it's 2019, so it got passed on by generation. It's hard to take your kid to the swimming pool if you're afraid of the water. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's
you're trying
true.
to stay away, so you ain't gonna take your kids there, and it just goes passed down from generation to generation.
Right.
I remember, I think I was about 8 or 9. That was the problem. So me, man, I'm super competitive. So I go to the swimming pool. I'm not even thinking about the water, but I see people doing front flips. You know what I'm saying? Off this little springy thing, which I didn't know was obviously a diving board at the time. I'm like, what the hell? They doing all this? The girls standing around looking at them. I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that. So I got up there, man. Not the high one, the middle, the low one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's my first time, so let me ease into this, man. And I was like, well, I can't do a front flip. I don't know how. I can't do a back flip, but I could do a 360 though. I said, okay, I'm gonna kill him with this. I jumped 2 or 3 times, did a 360 like, ooh, bloop. I said, oh shit, I don't know how to swim, bro. Bro, that lifeguard dived in there so quick, man. Save me, man. They called my aunt. She had to come pick me up. It was crazy.
Oh,
but
wow.
ever since then, I said that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
So then I taught myself how to swim. I was taking swimming classes. That's what I did with my son. So he took swimming classes when he was 2.
Right.
No, we ain't finna be afraid of nothing, man. You got to
Yeah.
keep going. So I mean, and that's kind of go along with the meeting that you had with your family and stuff, and the other people with their own businesses. Hey, man, it's okay to be scared, man, but that's can fuel your fire.
It can, man. And the thing about it that like really made me appreciate being around my family who own, companies and, they're doing these things. It just like, it really opened my eyes to be like, man, you got to really, really be protective of your circle, and you got to really like put the right people around you, because even one bad seed, you know what I'm saying? Even one bad seed could just make you not motivated You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Just not motivated and not want to accomplish something. But you could be around one person for 5 minutes and feel like you're going to run for president.
Yep.
You know, and that's so, it's just so important, man. So, just another thing, you know, I've had, you know, situations with closer friends that I had to, you know what I'm saying, that you know, in the long time ago or whatever, I had to separate from because they was doing stuff that I wasn't doing. Like I wasn't out smoking weed. I wasn't out, you know what I'm saying, just stealing stuff and doing everything under the sun. You know, I had to separate myself from that because after I got caught stealing NBA Live 96, boy, hey, it was no good. It was no good. I'm telling you.
Wasn't Jason Kidd on that cover? Who was on that cover?
Oh man.
I think that was Jason Kidd, man.
I feel like it was Jason Kidd. I feel like it was Jason Kidd.
First one, yeah. I think that was like the first one.
But it was all bad, bro. Cause I thought I was gonna get tore up by my mom. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Mm-hmm. But she put me on the phone with my grandma, and it was worse than getting my ass whooped. She said, "You are not grandma's baby no more."
Yeah, that's all bad, bro.
And that right there, I never stole nothing else, bro. Dead serious. So, you know, just separating yourself from people that are bad. See, you can still be cool with people, but surrounding yourself with people who are motivated themselves, it just makes a total difference. It really does. So,
that's a fact.
I mean, hell, look at. Oh, go ahead.
No, what was you gonna say, bro?
Go ahead. You got it.
No, I was gonna say also, you know, the family for the weekend was, you know, Aladdin came out, so I got the Cornbread review on that as too later in the show for us too. So don't worry about that.
All right,
real good.
So, let's dive into this then. So, the first game of the NBA playoffs, finals last night. Let me get your take on it.
So I made a bet with one of my guys, man. He's I wouldn't say a diehard Warriors fan, but the past, like, you know, since I've known him for about 7 years, he's been Warriors. It's just ironic that that's when they win him. But hey, I let him breathe, man. He gets shit from other people, but I let him breathe. So I bet him. I said the only stipulation was that Kevin Durant doesn't play the first game, because at that time when we bet, I didn't know about Kevin Durant, obviously Cousins, you know what I'm saying? So those little things, I'm like, I ain't finna bet against a fully loaded Warriors team. But if Durant don't play the first game, then I'll bet you the series. So that's what we did. So he had the Warriors and I had the Raptors. Last night, man, hey, they came out to play, man. I don't understand how Kawhi seems like he's like 90 years old without the ball, but when he gets it, he's 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how you halfway hurt. It's the weirdest thing seeing him run without the ball. He can't even get up the court. But when he get it, he goes past everybody, dunks on them, threes and stuff. So it's just very weird. And Kyle Lowry might be the worst NBA player starter I've ever seen in my life, bro.
He is so terrible, man. Like, I've been saying this, but I just didn't. I guess I never really paid attention, because it's like, you pay attention to the Raptors because you know they was going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? But you knew LeBron was going to take them out, no question, right? So, but Kyle Lowry, man, he is just not very good, man. But
he's a good, like, if he was a backup point guard, he'll be good because he's doing his role, getting the fouls when you need him, getting his rebounds, getting assists. But as a starter, he like averages like what, 12 points, 7 points, 10 points, 0 points.
I always say Kyle Lowry can give you, literally, he could give you 3 points or he can give you 27.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's so inconsistent. And I'll tell you, my take is the difference in the teams is on the Raptors, any one of those guys can get off.
Yeah, Siakam was balling.
Now, he might have 4 points next game.
Right.
But Ibaka could go off, too.
Yeah. Gasol had a nice 20.
Gasol has 20. And then you got, what's the guy's name off the bench? Van
Fleet?
Yes.
Van Fleet, yeah.
You got him.
Danny Green had 10 points.
Oh, if you notice, if you paid attention, they tried to get him involved immediately.
Yes, absolutely.
So even though he was missing a few shots, the fact that they kept giving it to him was just like, we got to warm you up. We going to warm you up. We're going to you first.
Right.
And so, but then when you look at the Warriors, Steph was ready to play. He's in there. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting his same shots. But then you look around and it's like, what is Clay doing? Is Clay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a fan. I'm a fan of his, but I never said that he was a max player, bro. Now, your boy TK, our guy TK, he said, yes, he's a max superstar.
Yeah, well, yeah. He can't be now because he didn't make NBA all team. So, but yeah, like even now, Iguodala looked like he pulled a hamstring, so he might be hurt. Man, and then Cousins really didn't, do too much. He only played like 10 minutes.
They can't implement him in right now. They can't put him in like that, bro. They can't. Yeah, it take away from Looney. He's playing good. And then it's hard to bring a player back that hasn't played in a while.
And their speed. Warriors is a push it up tempo team.
Yeah.
Cousins is a half court type of basketball player. So yeah, that's mess up. They had a lot of turnovers too, man. The Warriors, I don't know. Had a lot of turnovers, man, but it's only game one. I never felt confident. You know what I'm saying? Even though Toronto was up like by 10 the whole second half, I never felt comfortable. I was like, they could come back at any second.
Because the NBA, as we all know it, it's a game of runs.
Right, absolutely.
So at any moment, and I learned that more being a DJ for a basketball team than watching it.
Yeah.
It's a game of runs, man. A layup, a steal, a three, a turnover, a layup, and now they're right back in the game. You know what I'm saying?
A good foul, and then that person missed the free throws, and yeah, it's a lot of factors that can get you back in the game.
Absolutely. So 10 points ain't nothing.
No, it's nothing.
So
especially not in the NBA.
Especially in the NBA. So like you're looking at players that can shoot from half court. So I never counted the Warriors out.
Right. Yeah, I ain't gonna feel comfortable till the Raptors win Game 3. So even if the Raptors go up 2-0 and then lose in Golden State, I'm like, I don't like it. But I think they got to win Game 3 in Golden State. Then I'll be like, all right, cool. They a team that's going to at least give them a run for their money. So
game one is out the way. Who are you taking for Game 2?
Well, I mean, I already bet on the series for the Raptors.
So. Oh, you bet the whole. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I bet the series. Like I said, the only stipulation I had was Durant couldn't play Game 1 because then obviously he'll play the whole series. So I was like, since he wasn't playing, I was like, cool, I'll bet you the series. It was just something to do, make the game more interesting.
Right. So yeah, that's cool, man. So I'm taking. I am taking. Oh man, this is hard. I don't think we even talked about who we taking.
Taking.
I wanna say the Raptors.
Okay.
I want to say the Raptors, because Kawhi leaving, so it'd be nice to him to go ahead and just give them this championship.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna take them. I think they're very deep, and I think they're well coached, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the Raptors for the win. But I am gonna say that if Kevin Durant does come back and he looks good, then, obviously the Raptors are in trouble.
Right.
Yeah. But, this is a whole series of butts. Anything can.
I think either way it's going to go Game 6 or 7. I don't think there's going to be a sweep.
No.
Obviously can't be Golden State. Like, I don't think they're going to win 4 straight. But
no.
I think it's going to be in for the long haul. But Kawhi better get healthy, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know to be honest with you, I didn't even know he was hurt.
Yeah, man. Watch him. It looks.
But I'm saying when I watch him, though, I can clearly see that he's limping when he doesn't have the ball.
Right. He doesn't have it. Yeah, he needs a walker. You know what I'm saying? But when he got the ball, he's Superman.
It's magic. It's magic.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Other playoffs going along too, man, is hockey, NHL. You got the Bruins and Blues. Hey, Boston is trying to make a sweep of sports, man. Boston Red Sox who won the MLB. You had the Patriots win the NFL, and now you got the Bruins. It's 1-1 series in the NHL Finals, man. Boston is trying to kill.
So that brings up my question to you, my good brother.
What up?
Who has the biggest sports town?
Is it per capita, or are you just saying who wins? Like, I think it's different categories.
I'm saying overall fans. overall, because
Well, I mean,
if you look at the whole picture, Boston just takes it, but you also
but I
still
mean, I think the
have.
Yankees fans are bigger than Boston Red Sox. I think like the Cubs are bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Like the Cubs are huge too, but they don't win.
But the Cubs are there for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They don't even know
Um,
the score of the game.
I think if I want to be part of a winning city, I'm gonna go to Boston just because they have the. It seems like they have a monopoly on every sport, man. At least once that year, Boston's gonna win something
Yeah,
compared to like Chicago. You know, you gotta hope that the Bears do something, or the Cubs, or the White Sox, or Blackhawk. You go to L.A. When we need the Lakers to come back because that's the only team that's gonna save us. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think if I was a true Boston fan, I would bet my money on one of my teams will win that year.
right. So, um, I'll say that I agree with you 100%. Now I have been to a Yankee game before, and I'll tell you, man, that crowd is crazy.
Yeah.
It's literally like it's wild. It's wild. Have you been to the new stadium?
No, I haven't been to I went to Madison Square Garden, but that was the only I haven't went to a baseball game in New York.
That 60,000, 60 plus thousand people
That's
screaming
not
the whole game. Like screaming the whole game. Like literally every play. They're really into it. You don't see people, you're not seeing them on their phones and everybody taking pictures and stuff like that. I mean, you see the tourism, stuff, but
right.
overall, man, those people are really engaged and they are so serious and they're so angry. Everybody's pissed off in New York.
So the,
Everybody is pissed off in New York.
that's funny. So the segue though for my Atlanta people, like bring them a little cheer. The Atlanta United, which is our soccer team here, man, they got voted the best team of last year. So that they beat out the Patriots, they beat out the Warriors. They got voted because they sold out like I think almost every game, and then they had like 5 or 6 games over 73,000. They broke a record as well. So speak that goes back to the numbers that you said, and then Atlanta got voted the sports city for last year because they hosted the MLB or MLS championship with Atlanta United. They won, and then 2 weeks later was the Super Bowl here. So the Mercedes-Benz Stadiums got voted the number one stadium of last year too. So that's a,
If they could just get their teams together.
oh my god, yeah, it's a shit show with the Falcons, man.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
So we got that going on. Also it was a big box office weekend, man. I'm diving right into it. Like I have not seen Aladdin yet. Going this weekend, taking the wife, my son, we're gonna go see it. So what's your thoughts, man? What you think?
Man, I really liked it. I think it's a movie for old and new. Like I said, I went with some 9, 10, 11 year olds, 5 year olds, a baby, but also went with my dad and his wife and, people older than me. So the people that were older than me remember, oh man, I grew up on Aladdin. This is a great movie to see. The younger generation, it was like, what is Aladdin? I don't know what this is.
Mm,
So it was good to see, okay, well, after we watch it, let's see what their interaction is. And everybody came out smiling, happy, glad what they saw was a 2 hour movie. So it's not like they was rushing through it. They put the time in. So my Cornbread review, man, I got the acting. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. These new actors were killed that role, man. Even the only new actor that I didn't recognize, obviously, was Will Smith, and he killed it as the genie. I know he's getting backlash for being in blue and all this other crazy stuff, but no, they mixed it up too.
can
So
you can you can you explain that to me? Like
yeah, what
why the backlash? Like why? Because I don't understand it because I'm seeing the critics, the reviews,
right?
and I don't understand it. So maybe
So
you
it's kind of
can.
like, so I'll actually give you a great example since you being a Marvel head. It's kind of like seeing Thanos the first time in the movies. When you saw
Mm,
Thanos in, what was it, like Captain America or some Iron Man or something, whatever movie it was, as the credits, you'd be like, all right, I guess that's Thanos. But then obviously the end result was a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
right. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so a couple months ago, a trailer came out with Will Smith popping out of the genie, and it was he was only in the trailer for like 0.2 seconds, but he was a still blue genie, and they look like, man, the graphics look horrible. Will Smith is a sellout. Why is he in all blue? You know what I'm saying? You know how Twitter and internet does.
Right, right.
But they didn't give it time to grow, or maybe that put the heat on the graphic people to fix it, and then the end result was a lot better. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get it now. I just
Yeah.
didn't understand what the
Yeah.
backlash was. What it was all about. I didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's kind of a touchy subject. Like I said, we grew up on Aladdin with Robin Williams, as the voice.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah, you're right.
With us, so you don't like to see other. That's like if somebody plays the Joker. All right, now they better be better than Heath Ledger, or we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's right.
that's part of people grievance as well. So, but the acting, the new actors, man, the girl, whoever that is, she's bad too, boy. She batted in them things, but she killed her role. The guy who played Aladdin, he killed his role. So acting was a 4.5. Cinematography gave it a 4.5 out of 5 as well, man. I think they did man, I'm liking, man, Disney's going to take over the world, man. Or if they have them and Amazon, man. It's like they have all these movies that we grew up on that they just have they can't even sell them anymore. They feel like they make it like Jordans. How, okay, we only going to sell Lion King for 2 days, and then they sell out, and then they put it in the vault. And then, 20 years later, they come out with another couple copies, So it's like they just re-upping on this new animation of, let me bring these cartoons to life, obviously with the Lion King coming out too. So they could print their own money right now.
That's very
Story, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 just because the story followed the cartoon, I would say 80 to 85%. So, if you've seen the old one, then you kind of know what's going to happen. Some, they changed a couple things, but it wasn't that big of a difference, but I still would recommend to go see it. Did I get what I bought? I give it a 4.5 out of 5 just because, like I said, it wasn't any negative feedback from what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm reading. And the kids, I tried to get them an interview after. They really enjoyed what they saw too. So, and then is it a must see? I think so. I think I gave it 4.5 out of 5. I think you got to take your kids, even if you don't have kids and you grew up on Aladdin, go see it. I think it's enough new things in there that you will keep you. The comedy was good, the music was good, and it's new music as well. So
it looks
overall,
it looks very colorful.
it is, but it's not like overwhelming. You can see it in 3D, you can see it in standard movies, but I think if you have a family, if you definitely want to take your kid, man, go see it. If not, if you get a chance to sneak away for a couple hours, go see it. I don't think you'll be disappointed in watching it. So overall, got a 4.5 out of 5 from me from the Cornbread review, man. So
very dope, very dope. So I also want to give you a follow up on I listened to Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
And hey, listen, he sold me on the first track, bro.
Talk to me.
He sold me on that, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. He put you in that summer mood, man.
Hey, I was listening to it. I on the highway. I'm opening the windows. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is cruising music.
Yes, man.
Then the next track came on. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like the earthquake. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to that. I'm like, yo, this is fly. But it's like it feels like a Nintendo-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like a Nintendo, like a game-ish feel, almost. But I like it.
Yeah, I think the production is pretty good. Yeah, man. I'm glad you stepped out your boundary and
Yeah, because
I
know my thing is just some people be too weird for me.
Yeah,
some
and he is
people
weird.
Be too weird, and he's weird. You know what I'm saying? But man, like I said, man, that first track, sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
I think the first 5 or 6 is hot to me. It's good workout music, it's good cruise music, it's good. Man, let me put something on the background, do my homework music. You know what I'm saying? I think it covers a lot of things that you could just put that on. And I think it went #1 last week, right?
I do believe so. I believe so. I had to check again, but I believe so.
Yeah, Tyler the Creator. It was IGOR. I can't remember.
Yes, IGOR.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, man. Speaking of updates, man, I got a couple updates for us too from the podcast that we've been, demoing. So I think a couple demos ago we talked about that Morehouse. If you're not aware, Robert Smith gave his commencement speech and then paid for all the class of 2019 their debt. So that came out to $40 million. So they've people been interviewing those students on how they felt about it. And so I'll share two stories that I read up on. So one was a kid. His debt was $200,000.
Wow.
200,000. And so he said before he graduated, he already start planning to make his first payments and stuff like that. And his first payment would have been $1,000 a month, bro.
Wow.
What 22, 23-year old, can pay $1,000 just in one bill?
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, when I graduated, they didn't, here's an application or here's a job, man. You still got to go hunting. I mean, so he said he was speechless, man. So obviously he's going to try to pay it forward and give some money back to the school or whoever he can help. Like I said, that was $200,000 that, he's debt free now. Another story I read was a guy in his second year, which this is very common. He switched his major. So that put him on the 5-year plan instead of the normal 4-year plan, which 5 years is common. That's not like, oh, you're bad or you're dumb or what are you doing?
No,
That's
it's a common
normal.
it's a common thing.
Very
Yeah,
common.
I got you.
I mean, you got to think a 17, 18-year-old might not know what they want to do when they get to college, but they know they want to go to college. So this happens all the time, especially after you take a couple classes. But he didn't have that money to switch majors. So 4 or 5 of his family members, like I think he said his aunt, grandma, mom, dad, everybody co-signed for him to take on that 5th year. So when he graduated, I think he owed like $80,000 or $90,000. And he said when Robert Smith said, "Hey man, I'm gonna pay for it," he said he started immediately crying. He said because now it's like he followed his dream of going and switching his major and graduating, and now he doesn't, he felt like he could pay his family back because they trusted him. So it was a great story to hear from, a couple of those people just saying how grateful they were that the debt got paid. Also, another update about the abortion laws. So Missouri, I think Missouri only had 1 abortion clinic or something like that was up.
Yeah.
Might not. I think this is the week they find out if that
It's
is going
supposed
to
to
get
close, right? It's supposed to.
right to see if they're going to reinstate that abortion clinic, give them their license. And if it closes, then if you're in the state of Missouri, there are no longer any abortion clinics there.
Wow.
So it's it's moving fast, man. So unfortunately, like you said, if you got those 6 weeks, the heartbeat bill?
The heartbeat bill, ain't that
in Alabama. I don't know the bill in Missouri, but if they're taking the abortion clinics away, there ain't no bill.
Ain't no bill. It don't matter.
You got to go out of state to get the abortion. So like we said last time, please be safe if you guys decide to, do what you got to do.
I know that there's gonna be some people that are gonna do some things that are, unsafe.
Yeah.
We want you guys to be careful on that, and because I just, like I told you before, Tonio, I said that it's gonna open up a lot of bad can of worms, bro. Like it's gonna be bad, man. So
it is. We'll definitely keep you guys updated, man. A Square Podcast, we got you.
Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the podcast. Get those alerts. Set those notifications to let you know when we are on and when we've posted new videos. Make sure you guys know what's going on. Also, I know that there's some battle rap news too, right?
Talk to me. Talk nice to me. Hey, you ever want to get me excited? Talk about the cult? No, they might piss me off. Talk about battle rap. That's gonna get me hyped.
So what's going on?
Man, battle rap. There's been some big news from my battle rap heads out there, man. We got Gnome 9, which is Gnome is an acronym, so Night of Main Events, and this is the 9th year they've done it. It's coming up June 8th. It's going to be in Houston, which I'm mad I can't go. It's on a Saturday. I think if you want to get pay-per-view, it's probably like $40 or $50. So that should be coming up. I think the major battles on that is Sue Surf versus Geechee Gotti, which my battle rapper fans know who they are, and then Loaded Lux versus Averb. So those are the 2 headline battles, man. So it's gonna be pretty good. Also, URL came out with an app, so it's like a battle rap app, and it's $8, like a subscription. So it's like Netflix. So they came out Monday, which was on Memorial Day. So for $8, you got 15 battles that were never released or never seen. And of course, I got it, man. I had to, I'm a support. They're not a big market, but I'm gonna help support battle rap as much as I can. And
Right.
then their promise is every week you're going to get 3 battles that have never been released. So
Really? They must have a lot.
yeah. They've been doing a lot of events and then just not dropping them on YouTube, which that was their big complaint. But now we see what they were saving up for was for this app. So
That's smart though, man. That's smart.
a couple years in the making, but it's finally here. The URL app. It's urltv.tv.
Hey man, we ain't giving them that much love, bro.
I know, man. But I'm trying to get
fresh out of that. They need to pay us.
They do need to pay us, man. But you see how geeked I be, man. I'm like a nerd when it comes to battle rap, man. So just giving the information out to the people out there who might not know, So
no doubt. So we got that, and then also, so so how much is it again?
For the app,
yeah,
$7.99 every month. Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean that ain't bad, considering the fact of what you're getting,
And I mean, people got pay $40 for gym memberships they don't go to.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's so funny you said that.
You got to think, man. It's $8, man. Look, man.
I DJ'd a comedy show last Friday, right? And that was right before I left. So he mentioned that, and that's why I'm laughing, because he mentioned how many of y'all got a gym membership in here, and everybody was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, but how many of y'all are going?
Yeah, facts.
They was like,
$8 is a meal, man.
That's easy.
People go out all the time, so it ain't nothing. And if you don't like it, cancel them.
And you're supporting it. They got the fan base for that.
I think they got
the fan base for it.
It needs to grow still, though. It still needs, because you got to think, man. It's very raw, man. That what they say, man, is not for for virgin ears, man. So it's hard for them to grow and go public. You know what I'm saying? Because of the scrutiny of obviously how we are as a nation now. It's hard to hear some things on what they're saying. So
you got to be able to deal with it.
You see, have you ever watched Jeopardy?
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely. Absolutely.
So you tracking this guy, this James, what's his name, Schultzheimer,
that won't lose,
bro. This dude is on a 30-day streak. He's made over 2.3 million, and it's not even close when he beats people.
So what's funny is who offered him a job in Major League Baseball, because he said that one day that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do something. So one of those teams, I can't remember the team. I'm gonna have to find out and get you guys caught up on that. But yeah, they like offered him a job.
Yeah, man. It's not even close though. Like after like the second round, he'll have like I don't know what he'll have. He'll have like $15,000, and then they'll have $1,000.
That's crazy.
And that's like second place. You know what I'm saying? Like he's cooking them all the time.
Also, let me say this before I forget, because I will forget. Shout out to Alex. It's Trebek. How do you say it? It's Trebek, right? Trebek, shout out to him. He they're saying that his cancer is beginning the course of remission.
Oh man, that's great. Shout out, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the cancer survivors too, man.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely. We've all been through it. We've all been through the family and all that stuff, man. So we know how. We know.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Especially when you have somebody that's an icon like that, Yeah.
I can't picture another, somebody else taking his place.
Not at all.
Yeah. So if y'all get a chance to watch Jeopardy, it comes on every day. It was 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
So we're, watch Jeopardy. I think he's on again today.
It's so funny because like you said, bro, from the clips that I saw, you said, it's not close.
Not close.
It's not
no,
close, bro.
This is what I do. This is for amusement. So it comes on at 7. So at 7:05, they're doing the introduction, a couple, questions. Look at the guest face. The person in second and third. Look at them. They cheering. They're like, ooh, yeah, I'm on Jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to try to cook them. At 7:20, re-look at their face.
He's answering the questions before he's answering the question before the question come out.
I need y'all to do that. At 7:20, look at their face. they like, man, let me get out of here, bro. I got stuff to do. I can't.
It's like when Gloria got on there, right? On White Man Can't Jump and was answering all the questions.
All the cues. All the cues.
All the cues. She said quail. The white guy next to her, he looked at her.
Yeah. No, that's live, bro.
Oh man. Anything else going on, man?
Nothing, man. I know we rolling out, with the big a couple guests we got coming up, man.
Yes.
June, so please stay patient with us.
Yeah.
June's gonna be a good month for us, man. So please keep supporting, sharing our videos. I know we got a couple shares before, man. And tell your friend to tell a friend, man. Thank y'all for your support.
Absolutely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be sending out a push notification to all of you guys to let you guys know the exact launch date. And we'll be doing that this week. So make sure that you guys stay tuned and stay connected with us on all social media platforms. And like I said, again, please turn those alerts on. Turn those alerts on so you know when we are here. And we'll be letting you guys know the exact launch date. And it's going to be big, man. We already got our first couple people that we're going to be sitting down with. It's going to be great. So make sure you guys are ready for that.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. And like I said, we touch on every subject, man. We ain't afraid of no subjects. We're trying to bring, obviously education in every field, So if you got something for us that you want us to, touch on, text us, call us, give us, hit us up on social media, and we got you, man. So thank y'all.
Absolutely, man. It's the A Squared Podcast. Until next time.
That's right. You gonna keep them by your feet, or what you gonna do?
What? Hey, I know the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know the story. I had to learn the hard way. They'll never know the story. Believe you me, they will never know the story.
I'm glad you know, because that's real, bro.
But I definitely know the story. Well, why don't you tell it one more time, Cornbread?
Oh, man, keep your shoes by your feet, man. Reach out, Cornbread again, A Square Podcast. Appreciate the love, man.
All right, y'all. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.